In this video, we're going to talk about the various control states of the FTM-99 remote. To start, we're going to first power on the remote, and it's going to immediately go through its initialization sequence and go into the power on slave state. From here, you can go ahead and turn on your modules, or if you already have, they will show up as slaves. After about a minute in this state, it will immediately go into the test state. From the power on slaves mode, if you want to manually advance into test mode, you can do so by pressing the next button at the top. In test mode, the system will automatically check for errors in the field in real time, such as communication issues, low battery issues, or if you have a given channel that is connected on a module that is not in a script, or likewise if you have a missed channel that is not connected that is in a script. It will tell you, again in real time, any warnings or issues from this main screen. From this test state, you can also edit your script directly from the remote, enable or disable individual channels on any of your modules, as well as enable the internal music player and test the music, as well as test and enable the internal timecode settings on the device. Any buttons pressed in this state will not initiate fire for any reason. If you need to go back to the power on slaves mode, you can do so by pressing the back button, and then to get back to the test mode, pressing the next button. When you're ready to arm your system, you can do so by press and holding your next button, and this is for safety reasons, so you can't accidentally arm your system. Now, as you can see as indicated, the system is armed, and the red LEDs are flashing to indicate as such as well. We're going to go ahead and bring the system back into an armed state, and again that's done by pressing and holding the next button at the top. We can also add a password to be entered before the system will go into an armed state. Now the system is armed and ready to fire. This remote will automatically check all connected modules to ensure they are armed and indeed ready to fire. If any modules did not arm for any reason, they would be shown on this screen by saying arming with the module number shown. From the armed state, you can manually fire any queue on any given module, as well as enable or disable individual channels on the fly. From here, you can also go back to the test state by pressing the back button once, and it will go into test. We're going to go ahead and rearm the system. It is now armed again, and from this state, we can also go into the play state by pressing the forward button once. In the play state, if you have a script loaded onto the device, it will automatically begin to play. Also, if you have time code feeding into the device, it will automatically be detected and go into fully synchronized mode. If you need to pause during your show, this can be done by pressing either of the two buttons at the top. To play again, this can only be done by pressing the forward or next button. We're going to pause it again, and if you need to disarm the system, this can now be done from the pause state by pressing the back button once. From the play state, we can also fire sequences. A sequence is a small script which can be started while the main script is already running. This can be very useful for coordinating live shows. You can also manually fire individual channels from the play state as well. And that about wraps up going over the different states of the FTM-99 remote. Thanks for watching.